Lucid Motors is the largest EV company rumored to be going public. Lucid is in talks with Churchill Capital to come onto the public markets via a SPAC merger. The SPAC ticker symbol is CCIV, and it was up over 30% today on this news alone. So this stock is gaining a ton of retail investor attention today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. And today we're going to be talking about a possible merger between Lucid and a SPAC. One thing you need to note though is that everything you see right now around this merger is speculation, 100% speculation, because neither side, neither Lucid nor the SPAC company has acknowledged this, denied this, or made any statement on this. The news actually broke earlier today, and I was reading through a Bloomberg article, and typically I'll say this: while this is a rumor, get that clear, there is usually a little bit of truth behind it. Now, there are some news sources out there like Wall Street Journal, Reuters, and Bloomberg that have a solid reputation when it comes to rumors like this. Usually when you see something like this, there is some truth to it. It may not be the entire truth. There's usually oftentimes a lot missing from the information that was leaked, but it does give us a hint that there most likely is some talks going on between Lucid and Churchill Capital to potentially bring Lucid to the public markets. Anyways, before I get too in-depth here, let's look over today's agenda. And as always, guys, I respect your time. Check out the description down below if you want to skip ahead to any part in the video. I will leave timestamps down there. First off, what we're going to do is talk about the SPAC reputation here. The reputation that Churchill Capital has built, I think that's important to discuss. Secondly, I've been hearing this a lot. Lucid is the next Tesla. Is that true? Well, I'll share my perspective on this. And then finally, we're going to talk about, is CCIV stock actually worth buying today on these rumors? So guys, smash the like button down below for this timely upload. But either way, let's get into it, starting here with the SPAC's reputation. Now, what's interesting with this particular SPAC versus many of the other SPACs out there is that they have a good track record. The SPAC is run by Michael Klein, and he is known on Wall Street as an ex-Citigroup banker with a ton of connections. And you want to know how strong these connections are? Well, with them, he was able to raise $2.5 billion in shell companies to take companies like Lucid public. And now I mentioned track record because this isn't just kind of a one and done SPAC. This is kind of like what Chamath is doing with, IPO A, B, C, D, E, all the way to Z. Michael Klein and Churchill Capital are also doing something similar with bringing a bunch of companies public through SPACs. Clarivate Analytics and Multiplan are two companies that went public through SPAC mergers with Churchill Capital 1 and 3 respectively. And these were not some rinky-dink deals. They were multi-billion-dollar companies, so these were legit. And here he has a few other SPACs still looking for targets, but the one we're focused on today is Churchill Capital IV, which raised $2.07 billion last year. Okay, exciting stuff, but now circling back on the rumors, Lucid and CCIV is expected to go public in a deal worth $15 billion, which is a monstrous deal if true. Also worth noting is that Lucid Motors is backed by the Saudi Arabia Sovereign Wealth Fund, so this adds a lot more confidence and credibility to this company. Now, where things get interesting is CCIV apparently put in a bid to buy a stake in DirecTV pretty recently actually, but now I guess the word on the street is that they've abandoned that and they're moved on here to look at Lucid. This is why I don't really know if this is the entire truth we're getting, because if they just put in a bid for another company, like about a month ago, I don't know, unless I'm mixing up my ticker symbols here, let me know in the comment section down below if I am. Maybe they were not chosen for that deal and they moved on and started talking to Lucid. Now, we know that 2020 was the year of SPACs, and more specifically, EV SPACs. We had Nikola go public via a SPAC merger. They really kicked things off here with this market. Then we had Fisker go public via a SPAC merger as well. We had talks now of Faraday possibly going public via a SPAC. And we also had many others like Hyliion go public via SPAC. Maybe not a direct EV player, but they're kind of in this space. So it seems fitting here that Lucid also takes advantage of this hot market where investors are just pouring money into EV SPACs. But that being said, if you are a Tesla shareholder, NIO shareholder, and you believe that those are going to be the dominant companies in the future, should you be concerned about Lucid here? In other words, getting into our second topic, is Lucid the next Tesla? So a lot of people like to say that Lucid is a serious competitor to Tesla. They are the next Tesla. But in my opinion, I think there's some truth to that, but not entirely. Lucid actually goes after the high end of the market. So technically, if anything, they are competitors to the Model S. Also, something worth noting is their CEO is an ex-Tesla chief engineer who works specifically on the Model S. So I think it's pretty clear where their focus is. They want to take on the Model S. So that means if you make a statement saying Lucid Motors is a competitor to Tesla Model S, yeah, okay, that's a fair statement and I would agree with that. But to say that, blanket, it competes with Tesla, far from it. I think Tesla is a much larger business in the sense that they do a lot more than just building Model S. They have a lot more cars. They have the energy side of the business, autonomy. They have a lot more going for them. So to say they're competitors, business to business, not entirely true. Also, I think the approach here is different because Tesla released the Model S and the Model X a while ago so they could raise cash so that they could eventually funnel that into the Model 3 and then the Model Y. And now they're using that cash to eventually funnel it into a potential even cheaper model, a $25,000 model that has been rumored recently. The cheapest Lucid model by comparison will be the Air Pure, and this will start at $69,900 US, and this goes up to $161,500 US for the highest end model. Needless to say, this is not even close to competitive with the rumored $25,000 car from Tesla, and it's not even close to the Model 3, but if you're talking Model S, yes, this competitor is coming next year for that car. Now, just keep in mind, Tesla is working supposedly on refreshing the Model S, so maybe they see this coming and they want to be even further ahead of Lucid if they end up going public. So that's something to keep an eye for. But I'll also say this, Tesla's focus has shifted away from the Model S. And the Model S hasn't been selling all that great, honestly speaking, because the company it's just there. It's not a car that they really continuously improve on. It served its purpose of raising cash for the business, and now it's just kind of a product that they sell if you want to purchase it. Of course, they're working on the Plaid version, which I think will gain a lot of customers for Tesla. And who knows, maybe Lucid can compete on that high end as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, bottom line, is this a Tesla competitor? Is this the next Tesla? I would say no, not right now. If anything, best case, like I said, they're the Model S competitor, and pretty good one at that. And maybe in a few years when they expand their fleet to offer more affordable cars, if they ever go down that route, they could be considered more of a Tesla competitor. Now, let's talk about the stock CCIV. Is it worth buying? So I'm going to say this, if you're looking for a long-term investment like we are typically looking for on this channel, sorry to say it, but you're not going to find it here with this video and this stock. This stock is a pure gamble. It's a speculative bet, a calculated bet that these rumors actually do come to fruition. Now, I do think at today's price, it actually could be a pretty good bet. Let me explain. So today on the rumors, the stock shot up over 30% and it's now sitting at $13.20 at market close, but it may be moving up here after hours as I'm filming this. Remember, this is all movement on rumor talk. Nothing is confirmed. And this is just a hunch, not financial advice, but I think if a deal is announced or confirmed by either party, this could go much higher. Lucid, the company, has been in the spotlight many times and it has a lot of people interested and following the business ever since they started operations. Now, while it's not a car that's available today for people to drive, they're kind of creating a cult-like following, and funny enough, it's typically people that hate Tesla and want to see Tesla fail. They want an alternative that, can perform as well as a Tesla, but not be Tesla and not have Elon Musk associated with it. And that's kind of what Lucid is building here. This is why I think that if this is true, you'll see a ton of people flood into this stock, push this up much higher just on the sole reason that they like the Lucid brand and they want something apart from Tesla. Another reason could also be that a lot of people have missed out on Tesla. That stock, it's ran massively. And they're looking for the next Tesla here, and they believe that Lucid is the next Tesla. Like I mentioned, I don't, but maybe they do, and they flood money into this stock, and that could push it much higher, and that could be another opportunity there. Now, here's the thing. One thing to consider with this SPAC is that they actually have limited downside, just like any other SPAC, which makes it a slightly better bet, I would say. There is limited downside risk. However, since we shot up so much today, that risk is now nearly around 25% downside if we come back to our base price of $10. So you gotta ask yourself this question, looking at this chart, is it worth risking some capital here for a speculative bet to potentially make, say, 50% or double or triple your money here with taking on the possibility of 25% downside? I don't know. If for some, I'm sure this is going to be a pretty compelling argument. And it makes sense. Hey, 25% is the worst case scenario. It's worth risking it here to see if the stock doubles or triples like many other EV SPACs have. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of money to be made in this. But all I'll say, guys, is just be careful. This is still rumored. This is still not confirmed. And guess what? If either company comes out and denies these rumors and say this is not true, we didn't have these discussions, you'll realize that 25% loss pretty quick. So just keep that in mind if you do buy into this stock. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you think of this company, whether you'll be, trying your luck here with this SPAC to see if you can actually make some quick bucks on this. Love to hear your thoughts as always, guys. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.